Outlander. So my mom has been texting me nonstop, like literally I've been scrolling through texts of her being like, watch this episode, you're gonna get spoiled. So something happens in this, I don't know what it is, but apparently she's terrified it's gonna get ruined for me. So it's late, but I'm gonna watch it now. This is season 3, episode 12 of Outlander. Its title is, I don't know how to say this, the Bakra? I don't know, but that's what it's titled, so let's do it. Okay, so we get to see what happened to Ian.
Is that what the Bakra seeks?
The Bakra. Yeah, bite him!
Keep it. The Bakra likes young boys.
That sounds weird.
What do you mean there were 6 of you?
Yeah, where'd the other ones go? That's important.
What's a Bakra?
Yeah, tell the audience. Oh god! So, is someone bathing in blood? What is this?
Are you the Bakra?
I am.
Oh, I got spoiled! Mom told me to turn the captions off, I forgot. Because it just said Geillis is talking. Darn it! I forgot to turn the captions off. That would have blown my mind, but it's still freaking me out. Oh my gosh. What is happening?
Call me Geillis.
Sorry, Mom, I forgot to turn the captions off. What are you doing alive? And covered in blood.
Don't worry. It's only goat's blood.
Okay, that's still not great. She got blood all over her dressing gown. I don't like that.
What do you do with the boys from the pit?
Eat first.
No, you tell me first. You're gonna get food roofied.
Here.
No, don't drink things or eat things people give you when they've been covered in blood. Quit drinking things she's clearly wanting you to drink.
What is it? What are you thinking?
Thinking I just got roofied.
James Fraser of Brock Turach.
Small world.
What do you do with the boys?
About that. She's rubbing her foot on your face, and that's kind of gross.
I'm not a virgin.
Well, then I don't need you. What the heck, man? Why are you back, lady? I have to watch this with captions on because they speak funny talk. I text Mom and told her that I got spoiled because I left the captions on when she told me to turn them off, and she's mad at me. There's so many exclamation points in what she texts me.
May I be of service in that matter?
I like you, you're helpful.
We could break in and find them at the government. I need to break in. We've been invited.
30 seconds in, they get invited to all the cool parties. Oh, being branded doesn't look fun, but it does look kind of cool sometimes. But in better circumstances than that.
Assurance? Well, I'll give you a demonstration.
What? Don't.
See how it grows.
What are you? Don't touch his pee-pee! Claire, beating someone with a parasol won't hurt them that much. Should have picked up something heavy. Most people get their lady a puppy.
Keep him safe.
You bought her a person. Yep, I knew we'd see them peoples again.
Until they came into the hands of Dougal Mackenzie.
Ah, may he rest in peace.
He died a hero in the Battle of Culloden.
Well, okay. Gotta hand it to Geillis, though. She's like a freaking cockroach.
Mr. Campbell.
She remembers people's names, too. I don't remember someone's name as soon as they say it to me.
Late of the Celestial Kingdom of China.
Really?
Fun, like a party trick.
If all the women are as delightful as you, I shall feel quite at home.
Goodness.
You're like a ladies' man. Oh my goodness.
Perhaps it's because of your coming through the storms.
Perhaps what is?
The ghosts. They keep coming into our lives.
Yeah, you see the same people everywhere.
This is my wife, Claire.
He's like, wait a minute, you said she was gone.
But how?
Stones. It's a long story.
Rather long story.
See, it's a long story.
Come, let's talk in private.
But there's a line of people waiting to meet you. Don't be rude. He wants to hug you. Claire's like, you guys are staring longingly into each other's eyes too much. He still wears the jewel you gave him.
The sapphire you gave me at Osby.
Adorable.
I wear it too. Remember our friendship.
Yeah, sure, let's call it that.
You are a rare soul.
And you are rarer still.
Willoughby's making some moves?
Jamie gave that to you.
Why didn't he give it to me?
Now you have.
Yes. I have.
So back away from my man. Geillis is walking in, making things weird. Claire's like, what the heck, Geillis? What, am I seeing stuff?
You're a recall I was with child back at Greensmere.
Yeah, you showed your tummy and your boobs to everyone.
They had to wait for the bairn to come before they could carry out the sentence.
Knew it!
And he was as warm as his father's balls.
Okay.
Of course.
Very sweet.
Old Granny Joan McClellan died 3 days before.
Ew. You executed a dead person?
Hey, wouldn't have missed it.
Yeah, you don't want to miss your own execution.
It's to witness their own funeral, let alone their own execution.
See? She knows what's up.
We think he might have been sold into slavery somewhere here on the island.
That's terrible.
I like you.
What are friends for?
What are friends for? Not for banging your nephew and keeping him hidden.
Wherever did you get that lovely gemstone?
You can't just take it.
Given to you by a prisoner. Well, I tend to omit that detail.
Fascinating.
That's a great story. Give it to me.
She's a touch strange.
A little bit. Yeah, she's an odd one.
This will bring death. I can feel it.
Then don't do it.
Well, get out the stick.
Whoa. He got a stick?
Then will a Scotsman wear a crown?
He's like, okay, that doesn't apply to me, but cool, and you're creeping me out a little bit.
What a peculiar pastime.
It's a little odd.
On the death of a child that is 200 years old, on the day of its birth.
Okay, you're weirding me out. I don't like this.
Dear old baby.
No, wait.
I brought you here to tell me when it will happen, and instead you give me the bloody tease of Benjamin Button.
References. Brianna was 200 years old when she was born. Oh, God. Get out of there, guys. How did Fergus beat them into the party?
What do they know where the ship took him?
Mistress Abernathy, Rosehorn.
Oh, gosh, the plot thickens.
The portraits of the children. For safekeeping.
Something's got to do with those pictures.
I see you found your husband.
This is awful. Jamie gets captured like every other episode. Okay, I feel bad because my mom was so adamant that I not get spoiled. And she did tell me to turn the captions off because she wanted me to be surprised that it was Geillis. But I watch everything with closed captions on. Especially this show, because I can barely understand what they're saying half the time. So the line she says before you see who it is, they captioned it saying it was Geillis that said it. And so that spoiled me by like 15 seconds. But it was enough. I would have freaked out if I saw her face when she turned around. Anyway, in this episode, we deal with Ian because, I haven't seen him for a while. It picks up right when he gets taken on the boat, and they got the trunk with the jewels, and they decide to spare his life because the Bakra, I think that's how they say it. I'm saying it very white girl, but that Bakra? No. Anyway, whatever that is, likes young boys apparently, so they keep him alive. Anyway, they end up taking Ian to Jamaica. They throw him in this little, holding cell, and there's 2 other guys there that say that other young men have been in and out, but then they all get taken to see this person, and then they never come back. And then Ian gets taken to meet this person, and it is Geillis, and she's in a bath of blood. The coolest thing ever. Also a little terrifying until you realize that it's not human blood, but still, creepy. She gives Ian some food, and then she seems very adamant that he drinks some tea. While he's eating and drinking that, she's asking him about the box, because apparently there should have been 3 sapphires in it, but there are not that many sapphires, there are 2. He tells her that he didn't steal it, but then he realizes that she's been force-feeding him some truth serum. So then he tells her that his uncle must have taken it because he had seen the trunk before, and that his uncle is Jamie. So Geillis is counting on Jamie to show up to rescue him and hopefully bring the jewel, and then she's like, hey, Ian, while you're here, we should smush. And then we cut to Jamie and Claire. They have gotten to Jamaica clearly before the British ship. So they have a little bit of time to find Ian and get out of there. They end up meeting the contact who was, an employee of his cousin whose ship it is. The guy kind of helps him look around and says maybe they should look into the slave trade. And also says that he's going to a thing at the governor's ball and he should go to it. And then they're like, no, we don't want to go to the governor's ball. Screw that. We got stuff to do. Jamie goes and talks to the slave people. And apparently the governor's house is the one that bought the slaves from that ship. So they're like, we can go there at least, talk to the other slaves there, and maybe they know what happened to Ian. But Claire wanders off, and she goes to a slave auction, and she's not ready for that. There's a slave being sold, and everyone's kind of picking at him and literally poking at his business, and she gets a little mad and starts freaking out and hitting the dude. So Jamie has to come rescue her, and she's like, you need to help this guy. And the way Jamie does that is he buys a slave for Claire, and she's like, okay, well, we'll just let him go. Jamie's like, well, first, though, we should take him to the governor's party. He can ask the other slaves, because they'll be more willing to talk to him than me. We'll get some information on Ian, and then we can let him go. Then we come back to Geillis, and we realize that she wants the stones because the seer has to hold all 3 of them, and and then they can make a prophecy about when a new Scottish king will rise. And she also says that the jewels and the stones were hidden by Dougal on that island. Oh, and yeah, the seer, is the crazy chick that Claire met before with her brother. So Jamie and Claire go to the party at the governor's house. They bring the slave that they just bought, and they have him go to ask questions of the other slaves, and they go inside to meet the governor. While they're inside, the brother is being mean to the seer chick, and Willoughby sees this, and he has this look of like, that's not nice. Then when Jamie and Claire go to meet the governor, it is John Grey, because everyone hangs out on this island. John Grey wants to speak to them in private, and they kind of catch up like, oh, this is Claire, she's not dead. Oh, how's my son? Oh, my nephew's been kidnapped. Then at the end of them talking, they see that the stone that Jamie took out of the chest and gave to John Grey, he has as this little favor he wears. And then we cut to see that Willoughby is outside talking to the seer, and he's like, hey, your brother's super mean, and I think you're cute. Hold my hand. Then during the party, Claire is talking to John Grey, and it's kind of weird, kind of cute and awkward, because it's like, she knows he likes her husband, and he knows she probably knows. And it's also a little awkward to be talking to the dude that you met when he was a kid, and he tried to save you from being raped, but it was really from your husband, and he's also raising the son of your husband. It's a mixed bag, is what's happening. But as they're talking, she sees Geillis through the crowd and is like, holy crap, did I legit just see a ghost? Claire runs outside. It is Geillis. Geillis kind of recaps why she's alive, which is what I thought was going to happen. She's pregnant, so they weren't going to put her to death. They kept her as a prisoner, and then Dougal, I guess, came along and bribed some dudes, and they ended up burning another body of a dead old lady. She got away, and then Dougal finds a family for the kid, and then Dougal dies, so she marries some rich guy who lives in Jamaica, and then he died, so now she's really rich and just lives there. Claire tells Geillis the reason they're there is they're looking for Ian, and Geillis is like, oh, that's too bad. I hope you find him. Claire and Geillis go back inside, and they meet up with John Grey and Jamie, and then Geillis sees the stone is on John Grey, and she realizes, oh, Jamie gave it to him, and then she runs off. Geillis tells the brother of the seer chick that they need to do readings right now at the party, and she just really cares about John Grey getting a reading. John doesn't want to do it at first, but she gets the crowd to be like, come on, guys, let's do it. The brother sneaks the 2 stones into the seer's hand, and Geillis tells John that she needs to hold something of his, so he gives the stone, and as soon as she holds it, she does some creepy, cryptic prophecy thing. Everyone's just like, okay, that was weird. This is a weird part of the party. And then Geillis runs out with the seer's brother, and they try to figure out the prophecy, and I guess that the bulk of it is that the new king will rise after a kid is killed, and that kid has to be 200 years old when they're born. I don't know. That sounds like Brienne, though, right? I mean, she was, 200-something years old when she was born, right? I mean, is that what we're dealing with? Then Fergus and Marcelly are outside, and they see that Captain Leonard has shown up at the party, so they run inside to warn Jamie and Claire. As Jamie and Claire are leaving, they go and talk to their slave friend, and he says that the other slaves said that the young boy, Ian, got taken to Abernathy's, which is, Geillis. And Claire's like, oh no, Geillis lied to me. Yeah, she's crazy. You kind of should have seen that coming. Crazy doesn't change with age. It just gets worse. They're like, okay, now that you fulfilled your side of the deal, we're going to set you free. Where do you want to go? And the guy says up in the mountains, so they go take him to the mountains. So they're riding a carriage down a path. The dude sees a marking on a tree and is like, this is the way I'm going to go. So he leaves them, and then they're like, okay, now we got to go to Geillis's. But then they're surrounded by Captain Leonard and his men, and they're arresting Jamie. Because Jamie can't go more than 2 episodes without being a prisoner of some sort. But before they take Jamie away, he gives the pictures of the kids to Claire. And I swear, those pictures something's going to come up with those pictures. You can't be bringing technology or future things back without it having some sort of ripple effect or causing some problem somewhere. Anyway, and then credits. It is really, really weird to me that there's only 1 episode left. It seemed like this just started. And I appreciate that each episode is movie quality, but I also get really upset when the seasons are so freaking short. The next episode is going to be crazy. I can just tell you that. We'll see what happens, though. I'm glad Geillis is back because she is so crazy and I love her. Still bummed that I got spoiled by 15 seconds from my closed captioning, but that was still a really good surprise that she was there. Anyway, before I go, I want to pimp myself out one more time and say that I have a Patreon, I have a PayPal, I have a Venmo. If you guys want to support the channel, that would be amazing. I'm still trying to save up some money so I can pay my graphic artist friend to make me some things so we can make beanies and shirts and stickers and stuff. And because people have been talking about it a lot, and it's something I would want to do eventually, but I just don't have the technical things to do it. I want to get to the point where I can do some videos with the little image of what I'm watching right there, and at this point, I do not have enough money to buy things. So if you guys want to support the channel, help me grow it, help me make better stuff for y'all, you know how to do it. I'll put the links in the description. Anyway, though, if I forgot anything or left anything out about this episode, drop a comment. Don't forget to do the things. Rate, comment, subscribe. I will catch you guys later. Only one more episode. Until next time.